back, Mopar Movement Media fam. Now part of the M Cube Network, family of production quality videos, how-tos, everything you know and love. But anyway, we trample on. Today we're gonna knock out some problems. Well, not even problems, but just something that regularly has to be done. Spark plugs on a HEMI. That's a lot. 16 spark plugs, 16 times in, 16 times out. All the coil packs, which is another 16 10mm screws in and out. But we're going to do it quickest way possible. Quickest way possible is to set up beforehand, get everything ready, do one tool at a time, all 16, all 16, all 16, all 16. Quickest way to get it done. But anyway, we're going to get started. Hyperlapse video will show you what it looks like. Let's go. As we begin, main thing you want to do is let your car sit overnight or whatever. You got to do this on a cold engine. Torque specs apply to a cold engine. So have the car where you want it the night before or for a long time. And also you want to park the car somewhere it can sit in case you have a major problem during the spark plug change. Broken off part, something fall down in the motor. I don't even want to talk about it. I mean, I've been through this before, but you want to have a car somewhere it can sit and wait on the tow truck if you need to, if something goes horribly wrong. But for the most part, nothing should go horribly wrong if you follow some simple steps. But anyway, we begin. Now, what we do is got everything laid out. Got my toolbox here. Got everything ready to go. 16 spark plugs, check. Anti-seize. You want to put this a little bit on the threads of the spark plug as it goes in, because you don't want them freezing in there and breaking off or stripping the head. Gap tool. With this one, spark plugs need to be gapped at 43 on a 392. Check your specs on your engine before you do it. See what it is. But anyway, it's supposed to be 43 on a 392. It'll be right in there somewhere. Right about there. Okay, those things ready to go. You're going to need a 3/8 drive ratchet for powering them out. You're going to need 3/8 drive extension or two, and this is very helpful, the CV joint, little joint, because you got some corners back there that you're going to have to, you're not going to be able to stand the sockets straight up and get to it. So you're going to want this. You need your standard 5/8 spark plug socket. It's got the little rubber in there to hold the plug, grabs a hold to the top of the plug, so when you're ready to pull it out, the plug don't sit down in there. You have a hell of a time fishing it out. Also need your torque wrench. When you're done, when you're putting them in, you got them basically hand tight. You're going to want to come down and adjust your torque wrench to 13, roughly 13 foot-pounds of torque. You don't want to over-torque. Don't want to under-torque. Don't want them falling out. Well, for this application, we do have a strut tower brace here, but it looks like I can get around it with my CV joint. Shouldn't be a problem. All right, and now before we begin, also the next problem we're going to have is the purge valve. Stands right in the way of the number 8 cylinder coil pack. What you'll want to do, gently slide this up and off of its little perch. It just kind of sits there. A lot easier and older. Anyway, get it to where it's kind of mobile. You can kind of push it around, get it out of the way when you get ready to do this bad boy here. The other problem you're going to have is the dipstick. It blocks the number 2 cylinder. So you can kind of move it back. Once you get these bolts out for the coil pack, you can kind of bring it up and then twist, go around it. The coil pack extensions under there are soft rubber, so you'll be able to twist and get out of here, come straight up. Then the spark plugs, you'll be able to hit one on each side of the dipstick. Shouldn't be a problem, but your dipstick's kind of flexible, so you can give yourself an inch or two if you need it. Other than that, At this point, we're getting ready to begin. So the whole thing about this particular tutorial is we're going to save time by doing less picking up and sitting down of tools. So what we're going to do is we're going to go around with the 10 millimeter, take off all the coil packs, pull them all out, sit them to the side. Then the next thing we're going to do, we can do that with the power ratchet, because this is really going to give you carpal tunnel. If you try to do this all with a hand ratchet, I really suggest you get a power ratchet before you even think about doing these 16 spark plugs. You know the story. I tried it the first time. I believe it was on this car. I wanted to put a gun in my mouth by the time I was done. I didn't know what to do with myself. That's the main reason I bought this thing. Okay, so we're going to get them all coil packs out. Then we're going to go pop out every single spark plug. And what we're going to do is we're going to lay them exactly in their positions up here for the bank 1 and up here for bank 2. So after we get them all out, we're going to look at them, analyze them, see if anything weird is going on in our motor. After that, what we're going to do is we're going to grab one spark plug. This situation, you don't want to leave this laying around, oozing out. And you don't want to have to keep, you don't want to have to keep taking the top on and off, but you don't want to leave it with the top off while you do each spark plug and then sit the spark plug down. It's going to get all over the place. So what we're going to do is we're going to tag one spark plug, take it out of the package, gap it, because these are coming out 40 in the box. They need to be 0.43 inches. So that's not even an inch. 43 that's millimeters. It's not half an inch. Anyway, 0.43 is the number on the feeler gauge. That's what we're going for. These are 40 out the box. So we're going to take each one out the box, throw the crap away, put it to the side, put some goo on it, gap it first, put some goo on it, screw it down hand tight with our pre-selected. We're just going to use the extension and the socket so that we don't cross thread anything. You do it by hand. If any resistance, you back off. You screw it down, so it's going smoothly and easily. We're going to get them all pretty much hand tight all the way down, all 16. Then we're going to come back and torque them all down, all 16, with the same torque wrench. Then we're going to come back and we're going to put our coil packs back in, all 16, set them in there, pop them on the plug, make sure they're secure. Then we're going to come back, go one around one more time, all 16 10 millimeter screws, lock down the coil packs. We should be good. Let's get it. Ready to eat this bitch. Uh-oh. Don't do that. Don't pull it all the way out. Let's get it loose. Now I'm gonna have to go find it, bastard. It's all right. Okay, that's 8 on that side. I don't need all this extension right now. Sometimes extension makes it a little easier. You don't have to bend over as much. Sometimes it comes from inside the car. Shit. That's the one where you need the long extension. Didn't move it at all, not even on it. This is the trickiest one to get. Number 16. All right, got it. You don't have to take off the cover, but you do have to take off the cover because you got to take off all the little connections. Forgot to mention that. Because you can't see them because of the cover. So we will be taking off the cover. The transmission dipstick kills you back here, but if you've ever painted this thing, you already know that. There we go. All right. Get yourself a set of needle nose so you can easily grab the little tab and slide off all the little wire connections. This one's a little tricky. Okay, got it. Same thing over here. And this is when the strut bar gets in your way. But I think we can still get it done. Got it done. Coil pack. Out. Out. Let's not drop them into the air cleaner. But we don't want them to be that far away. It's not as necessary. Keep in mind, I lost one screw, so I'm going to have to go down there and find it. But that's why you have the magnetic screw finder. Every once in a while, one of these screws won't be out all the way. Just use your finger. See how I did that? Breezy. Yeah, the grease is still white. still comes out easy even though it's all the way back. Now it's time to attack spark plugs one by one. Taking them out, I recommend use the ratchet. Break it first. Oh, still not out. Okay. Well, when the rubber boot is gone out of your spark plug thing, you won't be able to get the spark plug. Hold tight. We all got another one. Alright, cut. Okay, we got it. First one here. Gonna lay right there. Let's go for number 2. You know what? We're gonna put the joint on the other end of the ratchet for this side. Other end of the okay. Need a little bit shorter one. This is not working. A little bit shorter. There we go. This is what we need for these next to the water thingamabobber coolant tank. Break it loose and hit it. Long threads on these things. Lots of long threads. Looking good, looking good. Let's go for the next one. I don't recommend breaking anything with the torque wrench because sometimes you can break the body. Don't ask me how I know that. Keep going until it stops coming out. Not bad at all. Let's go for another one. That was 3 of 16. Moving, pull it out. Looks good. Number 4, 16. This one felt a little weird taking out, but still looks just like the others. Number 5. Put the extra extension back on, getting a little close. Gonna have to change out extensions so often. 2, you're making me smile. Okay. Is that 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're on number 7 now. There we go. There she blows. Also, just like the others, no oil, no whiteness. Looking good. Perfect. Bank 1 in great shape. Let's go to bank 2. Yeah, let you come see. Let you come see the work. This is the tricky side. Bank 2, tricky side. Up and out of there. A little dark, but not oily. Let's keep pushing. That dipstick really doesn't bother me here. Forgot to mention, you might want to have a second battery on the charger, or at least know it's full charge. The other one's on the charger. So I'm ready for this to die out. But this AC Delco does last a long time. This battery on here. Very good. Uh-oh. Not bad at all. Number 11. Very good looking plug. Very good looking plug. 12. Another good one. That's what we want to see. All uniform. All uniform. 13. Ooh, look at that. Mind you, this car only has about 80-something thousand miles on it, so they say you're supposed to do these plugs around then. These feel like more than 13 foot-pounds. But we shall see. Another good-looking plug. Another thing you could do is you might want to check the gap on your plugs. because see if they've been closing up on you. That usually indicates certain couple, 3 little problems you might be having. This is the only way to do a HEMI, I swear. Alright. Now, number 16. This is the toughie. Because of that. You know what? I might not be able to get this out of there. Let me see. I might go straight in with the why did I do that? That was dumb. But if you got a good paint job, it's not a problem. You can usually survive 1 or 2 ratchet extensions hitting your shit. Okay, yeah, that did the trick. This is where it's the hottest cylinder. Furthest from the cooling. It looks fantastic. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run through my gapping tool, take a look, take a break. We're about halfway done. Let's just check out, see where they've been gapped at. This one is right on point, right around 45. Same thing, 45, right on point. Just pick a few at random here. I don't want to go through them all. 45, beautiful. This engine is really performing well. I know I have to fight this Chrysler from time to time, but 45, baby. Yeah. All gapped perfectly. Well, since we have pretty much no problems here, we can see from the spark plugs, they've all burned exactly the same. No oil, soot, nothing. This engine's diagnosis is healthy. 88,000 miles. So now, we're gonna get into round 2, which entails replacing the spark plugs. Be right back. For all 16 plugs, took the first one out the box already. Discard the junk. Check the gap. Want this at 45, just like the others. A little bit of anti-seize, not too much. Got a lot of plugs, so I ain't like we're gonna use this stuff all day. It's gonna get on your hands. Push it down in here. We'll start with the hardest one first. Remember, just twist hand tight. See the sockets start to disappear. That's how you know you're in good shape. Now the trick here is getting the socket off, getting it off the spark plug without this is gonna be the most difficult one. Because now I can't get I can't get the extension out. Got it off the plug, but I can't get the extension out because it's shit. This is fun right here. This is really, really fun. Okay. Now what we're gonna have to do is pop this off. Try with something better than that. Alright, we're in there. Did it with the short extension. So, you play these kind of games, these kind of prizes you win, folks. Okay, let's keep it going. First one's in and threaded down. Number 2. This is the most time-consuming part. But like I said, if you got everything laid out, not a big deal at all. Inside, gently ease them threads down. The spark plug will find its way. Need any resistance, stop. There we go. Sometimes you gotta gently work them off of the spark plug, because you don't want, if you don't have a locking, whatchamajigam, a locking extension that like locks onto the socket, which would be ideal. In this situation, just have to try not to push it on there too tight. And drop it down in there. This is number 4. Should I say number 13? Going backwards now. I want to get them difficult ones out the way, because bank 2 is just special. That one played nice. Oh, by the way, we're going with NGK iridium spark plugs. Pretty much what the factory puts in there. It's supposed to last forever. Burn nice and bright. Whatever you want to call it. That's what I always run in these cars. Go in that hard. Let's go down to like the first grab on the thing. You go too hard and it's just a pain in the ass. Last few 747s still flying, the freighters. Ready, up and out of there, quick and easy. Let's just dump all these out right there on this box. Gapper. They speed up this process in post. Let's see. I'm gonna run on my battery now. Doing the monotonous stuff. It is what it is. No more HEMIs. So you must take care of these things. I plan on keeping this car and the Magnum pretty much forever. Might even get buried in them. We'll see. I mean, we'll see how it goes. But I'm never walking away from this Apache and from the 6.1 over there. Now my Jeep might get replaced. That one might get replaced. Just might. With what, you ask? Did a video a while back called Help Me Decide, sitting the lineup. Trying to decide between the TRX, Trackhawk, and the Durango Hellcat. While the decision has been made, which one will be parked at the household. Stay in there. I'll keep that close to the vest until the time comes to actually go get it. Don't want it yet. Prices are still too damn high for those things. They're already old, so I'm not getting a brand new one because that's just dumb. Brand new cars are just plain dumb. Unless you don't have anything at all, you can get a smoking deal on a new car, but paying markup is not in my vocabulary, homie. So I will rock with the old stuff, update it as necessary myself, make it look new, and it's just the sooner it'll be a classic. Because see, I will HEMI marry my cars. I don't switch out. I get a car, I keep a car. It's like a marriage. Right now I'm a polygamist, but still, I don't like brand new cars every year. I mean, if you're rich and you want to just throw your money around, floss, knock yourself out. I get it. I get it. New cars are sexy and great and smell good and all that stuff. But like I said, to me and my car is a marriage. I've been married 25 years, so I know how to stick with something. And being addicted to the new is an expensive habit. Very expensive habit.
This shit go crazy.
Now we torque. Socket's already set, so we'll just go back around. Don't have to do a star pattern because you're not bolting anything down, but each individual plug, it's not a balanced situation, so we'll just go. That's it, man. That's it. Done them all hand tight, so shouldn't be too far. Man, some of these I hand tightened on my own. Close on this one. Alright, do the difficult side. call in. Phone's ringing. Okay, got interrupted with a little phone call, but in the meantime, while I was handling some other business, we got all the coil packs put back on. So now, we're about ready to fire it up. We'll go ahead and plug everything back in. It was easy, just like taking it off. 10mm socket, hand tighten first. You don't want to strip those. Don't want to strip them. Hand tighten first, then go in with the ratchet, finish it off. And we'll be good to go here in a few minutes. Here we go. Firing it up. Yeah. No engine lights, no misfires. At least not yet. That's a HEMI. Wasn't too difficult at all. Next time, we're going to attack the intake manifold, put a gasket under there. Maybe having some little vacuum leak, I don't know, a little something. But intake manifold, gasket, and the other day I got a bing, a check engine light, saying that my voltage was low on bank 1 sensor 2, oxygen sensor. So I'm going to replace both of the 2s and make sure that didn't happen again. It hasn't repeated itself. I cleared the code, never came back. So I'm gonna redo that. Go ahead and replace those 2, and that should be it for now. 300. Oh, 300. I gotta do front end. Front end's coming up on the 300 too. That's why the potholes in California are beasts. So for the short term, keep a HEMI under your right foot at all times.